My name is Dr. Mukesh Chauhan. Thank you for listening to my videos. I'm also available on podcast, MC Voice of Creator and God Consciousness. And you can also get more information on my blogs at originalgodconsciousness.com, my website, or I'm available on Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook. Today's presentation is on Nobel Prize conspiracy. Nobel Prize conspiracy. Why is it very few Indians win Nobel Prize in India? Why is it very few Indians win Nobel Prize in India? There has to be a reason for it. And it is my considered opinion, after extensive personal experience, that it's a dispute between religion on one side and science on the other side. They're two sides of the coin, and both are heavily against the concept of allowing supernatural to step into the front door. All the worshipping which is going in religion is going on at a much lower level. Indians do not get a lot of Nobel Prizes because they are kept in an artificial bubble. They're kept in an artificial trap of religion. And they're kept on this artificial bubble so that they are merged in false devotion, false bhakti, false knowledge, worshipping gurus, worshipping temples, worshipping stones, worshipping deities, using mantras, using scriptures, using religious ceremonies called havans and so on. So Indians are deliberately kept in this false bubble, and they need to get out of that bubble. And this, sadly, is done because there's very powerful invisible energies, both from astral level and quantum level, who both work insidiously in their life once they have hardwired their brain with these false beliefs and worship and gurus worship and so on. It's very difficult to get out of this trap. I got out of it after 14 years. I never used to believe in all of this. Then I got trapped, and then I got out after 14 years. And the 18th year onwards, as another journey started. Why I left religious worship completely is a separate topic. And I have a lot of evidence to talk about that, but not today. So Indians, they need to awaken themselves from within, awaken their quantum power, and awaken their mindsets out of this religious dogma in which they are worshipping false deities, false gods, false stones and statues. And they need to be, and they are effectively brainwashed from a very young age, right? In all Indian families, all have temples in homes. So you need to get out of that, out of the religious mindset of false worship. Then only you will rise higher in life. It is my firm belief that Indians are kept begging in the streets in India because they would prefer the higher energies to maintain the status quo, people begging, as opposed to being completely free from begging. Once they acquire the knowledge and the truth, then only things can change. Trouble is, nobody is allowed to get into that domain of the truth and reality of what I'm talking about. And this is why there's so much chaos I see everywhere and so much corruption, where the criminals are enjoying having a field day. The murderers are having a field day. The corrupt, the rapist murderers, they enjoy their lifestyles. And good, honest, hardworking people are denigrated, who don't have a leg to stand on. And this is a tragedy for India. If only they can remember what Dr. Ambedkar had tried to do, which was to remove the social injustice of caste discrimination, of higher Brahminical caste, versus a lower Shudras caste. And believe you me, this is prevalent in every Indian house and family. They may say outwardly they don't believe in that, but inwardly they marry within their own caste. The collective unity is the unity of their caste, which is why Indians can never be united as one coherent country. There's so much division caused by caste, beliefs, mindset, worship, states, languages, that to bring all of this together, British had a difficult job, but they succeeded in bringing Indians together. Now Indians are dividing themselves. According to Alfred Nobel's last will and testament, the Nobel Prize should be awarded to the scientist who gives maximum benefit to humanity of any discovery which brings maximum benefit to humanity, which is a very wonderful sentiment. This is the criteria on which Nobel Prize is awarded every year. So let me start by revealing the first Nobel Prize. The first Nobel Prize I can win is on 3D vision. I have signed, sealed, and delivered that win with my unique scientific discovery of 3D vision, which I've discovered. I'm the only person on Earth who's discovered this. Nobody has reached this far because they're all looking at it from materialistic perspective, whereas I approach it from quantum level. I went from spiritual to quantum level. That's where I hit the jackpot, from quantum level. And it's not an easy thing. It's an uphill task. This is against the entire fight of evolutionary science, of intelligent design. My discovery of 3D vision can establish beyond any reasonable doubt that there is intelligent designer who had pre-planned human eyes with precision, I would say immaculate precision. 4 out of 5 steps of 3D vision are invisible to the modern science. So how did I hit the jackpot? How did I discover that? That is a real secret, which I'm revealing, but on a separate video. And it's a beautiful, very satisfying, very joyful, very happy discovery because it brings enormous benefits to mankind. Human eyes are very important. They say human eyes mirror the image of the soul is an absolutely true philosophical statement. Except now I'm converting the philosophical statement into scientific statement, albeit quantum science statement, with scientific proof of my discovery. I've reached where nobody has reached so far with this 3D vision. And I've got scientific proof of that. I've written about it. Now I'm coming out with it. The second Nobel Prize, which I can win, is for my scientific discovery creator. I mean, one has to be almost mad to pursue this path, but I did that diligently for 14 years. I hit a jackpot after 14 years. Last person who tried to find creator was Einstein. It took him 30 years. He never found the creator, but he knew there had to be a creator of nature, order, and organization, just like Spinoza did. That's exactly what I found, and that's exactly what I'm referring to. I found that creator, but my technique and approach was completely different. I went against the grain of the flow of science. While they went underground in CERN tunnels, 1,400 feet deep, in a 22 miles radius, I also went underground inside human brain to discover this mystery. It has to be the greatest discovery and benefit to mankind. This creator has made everything with beautiful precision. It controls everything. It controls the very breadth of your life. It controls your heart. It controls your consciousness. The fact you are speaking is because of creator's intelligent design. People don't think about this. The fact you're sleeping is because of creator's design. The fact you wake up early every morning is also because of this intelligent design. It takes some doing to pre-plan this. Take my word for it. Even now, when I think about it and I communicate with creator, I say, God, what sort of human being are you? Although creator is not a human being, it's energy. But these are the sentiments which come out, that how could you design with so much beauty and perfection in nature? How could you think about these things? I mean, you taught me all these things which I've written about. And even now when I think about it, I find that even goes beyond my mind. that I can't even remember this beautiful thing. And you pre-planned all this? What sort of intelligence are you made? This is the intelligence of infinity, which works at the deepest level in a universe, or scientists call it zero-point field, which is also my discovery. Another Nobel Prize I can win is for discovering the beauty of the intelligent design. I've discovered the intelligent design purely from scientists' perspective. There's complete quantum science behind it. And this in turn has 3 more scientific discoveries which I've made of intelligent design. One is quantum code, which is a source code of universe. Second is quantum light. And the third is quantum universe. These 3 discoveries form the crux of the intelligent design. And it's infinity who controls everything, everywhere in the universe at the same time. This is total quantum science, which has nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with spirituality. This is sheer, beautiful knowledge. I also discovered God. I've discovered God. Well, you might say, well, isn't creator the same as God? The answer is no. In 2009, I had written all about God in a book, Journey in Search of Original God. And then after 2010, my another journey started about creator. To this day, another 14 years, where I've discovered some of the finest secrets about creator. God is a separate entity. I've got scientific proof about it. I can also reveal how to see God. I can reveal the scientific structure of God. In fact, this got me into a lot of difficulty because I asked the most difficult question. The first question I'd ask is, who had made God? Who had made God? The second question I'd ask was, what is the scientific structure of God? What is the scientific structure of God? This got me into entire difficulty with the entire world of religions because I was getting into a domain where they didn't want me to get into, and they kept me away from it. This was another battle which I fought. George Orwell, 1948, was absolutely correct. Even Supreme Court of India has cited George Orwell, saying George Orwell matters. What did he say? For those who don't know about George Orwell, he was born in Bihar in India. He was a Britisher. He was a police sergeant, and he left that. And he said, they'll do everything to cover up the truth. And this is what I'm discovering now. The truth has been completely covered up. Human beings are hoodwinked with fake knowledge, which AI is bringing into. People are being controlled. They don't realize it. One day they will. It is my discovery that the truth about the Creator, whom I also call infinity, also call singularity, and secondly, God. These 2 energies are completely covered up on Earth. And sadly, it comes from India. This is my discover up. Another beautiful discovery I had made was of consciousness. What is consciousness? This is another elusive entity. Billions of dollars have been spent worldwide in search of consciousness. The scientists still can't find it. The neural networks and ChatGPT and all that part of artificial intelligence still doesn't reveal what is human consciousness. I've discovered this beautiful secret, its scientific structure, what it's made up of, how it was made, and how it functions from subquantum level inside human brain. This knowledge is missing in modern science. This is complete quantum science. To remember, I'd asked the most difficult question, which also got me into enormous difficulty. Consciousness, the maker of consciousness, had to be different from consciousness itself. The maker of consciousness, somebody who's made consciousness, Cannot be the same person or energy or entity. It had to be somebody else who had thought about consciousness to make consciousness. And that was my discovery. That got me into enormous difficulty because I was not supposed to ask these intelligent questions. I have a nasty habit of asking some questions. And why not? Creator has made every human being quantum free will, which is also another of my discoveries, but I won't touch on that today. But this free will has been completely covered by a world of religions. I was nominated for my scientific discovery of consciousness in 2020 for a Nobel Prize in medicine and physics by 3 universities in Gujarat State, India. I'd also challenged the scientific theory of consciousness of Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff of America. So Penrose in Oxford University, UK, and Hameroff in Arizona State University. I challenge their theory because this is not a theory of consciousness. And the Nobel Prize I can win is in physics for my scientific discovery of the structure of quantum core. I've analyzed this and formed a separate amended table and standard model in physics based on my live visions of all the subatomic particles which are present in our universe. I've seen the quarks, I've seen the electrons, I've seen the photons of light. And I also work from neutrinos, but that's a separate topic. Many people have tried to find this mystery of source code inside human beings and outside. Buddha could not pierce through that veil. He did not know what was consciousness. There are many Jain Swamis who spent all their life and became skeletons and died at the age of 32, but Creator doesn't grant this permission, doesn't allow anybody to go beyond a certain level. I'm privileged, I'm lucky, I'm considered as very fortunate and humbled that Creator took me deeper into levels of infinity to date, which nobody has reached. I can only express my profound gratitude to creators. But it takes a special breed of mankind. You gotta be absolutely mad. My wife says, absolutely mad to pursue this path. But joy in life is doing something which has nothing to do with the materialistic things. It is something which you pursue, which gives you so much happiness because you know you're on the right track. And it was a tough battle, tough journey. But I just simply refused to cave in. I just continued. I was dogmatic in my view that I'm on the right track. I'm going to pursue this path. 99% people would have left this path a long time ago because it's labor of love. One of the Nobel Prize I can win is for my scientific discovery of solving the mystery of origin of life. How did human beings come to being on Earth? This is another beautiful mystery which I have resolved. Grace of Creator. There's a lot of new knowledge which I have discovered in this field as well. Science just hasn't reached there yet. They're still way behind. And this is a totally different ballgame altogether. I can also win Nobel Prize for my scientific discovery of quantum entanglement. Remember, this year scientists were awarded Nobel Prize for the discovery of quantum entanglement, which is a wonderful discovery. They think reality does not exist. I disagree with that. I agree with Einstein. Einstein was right, even when he was wrong. You may say, how can you be right if you're wrong? You can be. Because that deep thinker he was, deep inside, which he made us think. Remember, his was intuition was his rational mind. He was a deep thinker. The scientists haven't got onto that idea. They haven't reached that stage of measuring that level, which is what my discovery is. I don't think science have anything in the world to measure that level from where that reality works. I'm the first person on Earth to discover triple quantum entanglement. Triple quantum entanglement. This is the first time somebody is talking about 3 sets of particles, how they're entangled in our daily life. our reality manifests from triple quantum entanglement. This is another beautiful discovery I made, worthy of a Nobel Prize in physics and medicine, and chemistry for that matter. I firmly assert scientists can't make a single proper molecule yet. They can't make proteins. They make short chains or amino acids. They think they do, but they can't. They haven't reached that stage yet. More they're doing, more they realize they're going backwards in time. And the beauty about the triple quantum entanglement is, which I've discovered, is it plays a key role in manifesting our reality. Our reality, what manifests in life, and why law of attraction doesn't work on many people, because they are not aware of the missing link in life. Also, the beauty of this triple quantum entanglement is it protects every human being's life on earth. That's why Creator had made black hole. This is another beautiful discovery I made of the 7 layers of black hole. I should have won a Nobel Prize for my scientific discovery of black hole, but I had not applied for it. I should be in a Nobel Prize for my scientific discovery of COVID-19 vaccine-free solution. Remember Alfred Nobel's will and testimony that it has to give maximum benefit to human beings or humanity. The discovery. My discovery was after I endured phenomenal problems. I couldn't even breathe there. I'd lost 22 pounds in less than 10 days before the COVID vaccine came to light, before COVID-19 became famous as COVID-19. I discovered this beautiful solution, grace of Creator, and how I fought my way through that and made this solution and this discovery, which does not require any vaccine at all. You don't need any COVID-19 vaccine. Only if you can get to the deeper layers of life from where everything is controlled. As a result of my discovery, I had written about it, I had made a book about it, I had made a program on Teachable about it. Guess what? I faced enormous opposition from social media, YouTube. They all would not, Amazon would not publish my books or publish my videos or cut out parts of it or not show it at all, as I breached their guidelines, their so-called guidelines, which now we find are a joke with hindsight. But no, the solution which I found is worthy of a Nobel Prize because it's every human being. It helps every human being in any situation, not just COVID-19. But this is a kept secret because the entire medical fraternity of vaccine and drugs would have no bearing at all. And you can imagine why the big opposition. Because if truth comes out about my discoveries, many people lose their jobs altogether. Some of the Nobel Prizes are related to. There are many more which I can win. Many more scientific discoveries I've done in my epic journey. So if anybody wishes to contact with me, then more about my knowledge, my books, there are numerous books I've written, wants to communicate with me, wants to invite me at their podium to speak about it. I have a wealth of knowledge in a variety of topics. Creator has given me so much knowledge. I would love to share with science, spirituality, or even religion. The whole idea is to enlighten human beings. Enlighten with true knowledge. Enlighten so they become a better person. Even Buddha's enlightenment was time for enlightenment. There are other levels, higher levels of enlightenment, which I have discovered and experienced. And all this is within easy grasp. Acquire my knowledge. I'm available. Write to me at email 1asb.1mcc@gmail.com or my website, contact form, originalgodconsciousness.com. Contact me on that, originalgodconsciousness.com, or Twitter @OneOriginalGod. Thank you very much for listening. Good day to all. You can also contact me on my mobile number at 0091-8141 990055. 8141 990055. Thank you very much.